We're not comedians. We're in a car, but we're not drinking coffee.
I have an old water bottle that's been in here for probably 3 weeks.
Hi Nathan, it's Thursday.
Hey John, it's Thursday and we are in the same car together.
We are.
In our keep rolling, keep rolling.
Roll tape, we gotta save the tape.
It's all right.
So after that wonderful little interlude there, we're gonna try a different methodology.
Right.
We're in the same car.
Yeah, are in the city, yeah, in the same car.
Yeah, yeah, we're just gonna keep rolling with this one. In the same city, in the same state, and that city is Hurricane, West Virginia, and that's, well, I guess I just said the state as well.
West Virginia, obviously.
Yeah, West Virginia. Yeah. So, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. It is January 1st.
That it is. And nothing terrible seems to have happened in the world yet.
Not yet.
Unless you're one of those people who got trampled in New York City.
Right. My son has pooped in his pants twice today.
I was present for once.
There you go. So that's something.
I've pooped in my pants no times today.
That's good.
Yeah.
Progress.
Yeah, better than last year.
Right.
So, it is Question Thursday, the day that we answer real questions that we solicited mostly from my Facebook page.
Right. From people who know you but have no idea who I am and wonder if I even exist.
Yeah. Shout out to Dave Betts, who had heard me talk about you for years and binge watched, his word not mine, binge watched all of our videos in one night.
Yeah,
watched
we
them
have
straight
such
through.
Professional quality, and we know what we're doing.
Yes, high quality.
Yes.
High quality. So if you remember the video where I was in the hammock,
right?
Dave won the copy of V for Vendetta.
Oh,
off of, yeah, he watched it 2 minutes after I posted it.
Okay.
And so he went ahead and got the download code and now has enjoyed a few viewings of V for Vendetta, so that was pretty cool.
Well, I was going to say he's probably the only one who watched it, but if you watched it that quick, maybe other people watched it. He probably even watched it before I did.
I think he did. I think that video might have 12 views at this point.
Right.
Maybe a few more since, it's been on our Facebook page.
Did an actual public posting on Facebook with the gender reveal video. But
that was pretty cool.
Which is now our highest viewed video.
171 views as of right now.
Yes, triple digits.
Nate, your videos always have more views than mine.
Which is shocking to me because I'm much more boring than you. You're much more entertaining.
I sometimes wonder. Should we get to the questions?
Yeah, I think we're probably over our 3-minute time limit already.
Who cares? This is our channel and we decide what we do.
That's right.
Yep, I saw you punch your passcode in a few minutes ago, so just figured that one out.
Hacker.
All right. Thanks, Dave Betts.
Working for North Korea?
I'll never tell.
Okay.
Of course, now we're on a list.
Yeah.
Which means we're going to get even more views. Thanks, federal government. Okay. Dave Betts, if you could pick any 2 televangelists to mud wrestle naked, who would it be and why? I have an answer for this one.
Okay, because the only thing I could think of doing was being really sexist, but I couldn't think of any attractive televangelists that I'd want to see wrestling around naked, so please take this.
Well, this isn't something that I would want to see.
Well, naturally.
Right. I came up with the following. Jack Van Impe, because at this stage, he's old.
Yeah.
He's the guy who yells about the newspaper, the guy that we watched for fun in seminary.
Yeah. Late night comedy when Conan wasn't on.
Exactly. Thanks, Jay Leno, dirtbag. But yeah, Jack Van Impe, he's old. He doesn't know where he is. So why not have him mud wrestle naked? He'll never remember it. That was almost an auto accident.
Almost. Which is why John's holding the camera, not
exactly. Safety first. So Jack Van Impe.
Yep.
First of all. Second of all, Benny Hinn. I almost said Benny the Hen, but Benny Hinn.
Or Benny Hill.
Benny Hill. Yeah.
Okay.
So Benny Hinn.
That was the circus. That wasn't Benny Hill.
Benny Hinn I picked because if Jack Van Impe clawed his eyes out, Benny Hinn could pretend to heal himself.
That's true.
Then slink off to an actual registered doctor. So, all right. Moving on. Okay, this is the one that you're going to love.
Okay.
That you've been waiting to talk about this one.
Oh, yes.
From Rebecca Hansen. If the Abominable Snowman and Yukon Cornelius chose to fight and each one could pick a manager, who would they choose and why?
Okay, so John came up to me asking about this question. He said, I don't know how we're going to do this question because who the heck is Yukon Cornelius? And my wife, his wife, and myself were in the room, and all of our jaws hit the floor like, John, you don't know who Yukon Cornelius is? Have you never watched Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? Just got that face like, John. And I even tried singing, which I'm not going to do now because I don't want anybody to turn off the video. But
especially after the Benny Hill fiasco.
Yes, right. Yeah, we don't. Yeah, anyway. So John has never heard of Yukon Cornelius because he has never watched the ancient Christmas special Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. So
never. Not once.
He told me he was going to go on Google trying to find out who it was, thinking maybe it was an old wrestler he had never heard of. But then he's like, no, the Abominable Snowman wasn't a wrestler, so that can't be right.
Nope. Have not seen Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. We weren't a Christmas special family.
Well, I mean, you're not missing much, but come on, you have to at least watch Rudolph.
I've also not seen Charlie Brown Christmas.
Yeah.
Frosty the Snowman.
Frosty the Snowman is the worst.
The one that's like, I'm Mr. Heat Miser.
Yeah.
I've not seen that one either.
I don't even know what that one's called.
I don't either. Something about Christmas.
Something about it.
So, okay, so, who would the manager be for Yukon Cornelius?
For Yukon Cornelius, honestly, I don't know who he would pick. I mean, I think, well, I guess he would have to pick not Rudolph, but the dentist. And I can't remember his name for the life of me. Here I am talking about you never. Yes, Quintus the dentist.
Thanks, Dwight Schrute.
Yes. I can't. Oh gosh, I'm talking about you not seeing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and I can't remember the name of the dentist. It's an elf who wants to be a dentist, and he's shamed, and he becomes a misfit as well. He would probably pick the dentist. The Abominable Snowman. I really don't know. I don't know about the Abominable Snowman because, you know, they can bounce, and so I don't see him getting hurt. In the show, Yukon Cornelius pushes him off a cliff, and you think the Abominable Snowman has died, but then he comes back and saves the day with Yukon Cornelius is riding the Abominable Snowman, and they're all like, how did this happen? We thought you all died. He said, well, didn't I ever tell you? Bumbles bounce. He calls it Bumble.
Oh.
So I don't think the Abominable Snowman would really need a manager because he can bounce, and you know, if he can bounce, you can't really get hurt that much, right?
That's true. Okay. Theoretically.
All
right, moving on. Don Hansen, why can't pigs fly? Answer, Coriolis effect. Science. Dave Betts.
Also bacon.
Ooh, delicious bacon. So, from Dave Betts, can dogs look up?
No, dogs cannot look up, and yes, the Winchester is loaded.
But dogs can look up. I don't care what Big Al says. From Rebecca Hansen, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? In meters or feet? Nathan, I'm going to let you handle that one.
Well, I think a more disturbing question is, how much chuck could a woodchuck wood if a woodchuck could woodchuck? I mean, I don't have anything to be concerned about, but I would be worried if my name was Charles.
Good point.
Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah.
From Donovan Anderson, a serious question, because I did say you could ask serious questions.
Yeah, okay.
What is your favorite book of the Bible and why?
And why?
He has two questions.
Yeah.
So that's the first one, and then we'll get to the other one.
Okay. Well, you go ahead and go first.
I'm going to go with Luke. I've always liked Luke. I liked it even more after seminary. And I liked Luke because in Luke, Jesus is, I mean, in all the Gospels, Jesus is around people because he's Jesus and that's kind of his thing. But in Luke, more so than the other Gospels, Luke is interested in how Jesus is the Savior of the world, the whole world, bringing hope not just to the Jews, but also to the Gentiles, not just fulfilling the vocation of Israel, you know, what Israel's destiny was supposed to be, which is what Matthew is about,
right.
But also how through Jesus, God is redeeming the whole world back to him.
Okay. Well, see, now I'm going to look like I'm copying you because I said you go first, and then you said Luke, and I was going to say Luke. For pretty much the same reasons. I really like the social interaction that Jesus has in that gospel. Not that I want to sound like a progressive who's all about the social justice gospel and all that. Other books I like.
Yeah, do tell.
I mean, I really like Revelation, but not for the reason most people like Revelation. I mean, I'm not and we've talked about this before, not a Left Behind kind of believer. But especially the 7 letters letters to the 7 churches. Remember, one of my favorite sermons I've ever done was on, I can't remember what church it was for, but I just like the call to the churches at the time of how, you know, the gospel isn't about something that you're anticipating, but it's also about now. It's not just we believe in Jesus and we just wait until we die and go to heaven, and that's when everything is fulfilled. The fulfillment is to be taking place now, and that's what one of the letters was about. Is you know, as a church, you're not doing what you were supposed to be doing. You're not doing what you're not
doing the gospel.
You're not living the kingdom. You're not bringing the kingdom where you are now.
Right.
And that was kind of the theme of that letter, and so I like that part of Revelation. And then also the Old Testament prophets are kind of feisty, and I like that as well.
My second favorite, Isaiah.
Yeah.
Specifically, everything after chapter 40.
Okay.
Nothing against everything before chapter 40, but chapter 40 starts in on God beginning more the redemption process. Man, I love a good redemption story. I'm a sucker for a good redemption story. Donovan's other question.
Okay.
What was your favorite food and least favorite food when you were a kid? You go first.
Yeah, I'll go first. Okay. Favorite food. As a kid, how old are we talking? Just any?
Well, your kids are Kaylee's is 5 and Guy is 3.
Yeah, almost 3.
Almost 3, right. Very nearly.
Okay, so about that age then?
Yeah, let's go with that age.
That age. All right. I think I had 2 favorite foods then. I did and always have and continue to love pancakes. I wouldn't say it's my favorite food now, but I still love a good pancake. And I loved carrots as a kid. Not a lot of kids like vegetables, and I don't like a lot of vegetables. At least I didn't as a kid. Tomatoes I couldn't eat. Broccoli, no. Onions, no. But I loved carrots. I'd go to my grandparents' house, and they used to have carrots in their garden.
Right.
And I would just pull it out of the ground.
Shake it off.
Mom and Dad said I would eat it before I even got it washed, but I don't remember that part.
Okay.
Anyway, so carrots.
Least favorite?
Least favorite? Any other kind of vegetable, probably. Broccoli. There was a time I liked tomatoes, but then I just grew to despise tomatoes. So I'll say tomatoes.
Fair enough.
Or beans. I don't like beans. I like brown beans.
Right. Still
hate them.
Interestingly enough, we share a least favorite food for that age. I did not like beans. By the way, I'm using your children's ages.
Okay.
Because if I used Rocky's age, it would be 13. So I'm not a kid at 13.
Right.
So I'll use your kids' ages, live vicariously through you.
There you go.
Yeah, so my least favorite food was beans. Hands down, beans. Hated beans. Did not want to eat the beans. I'm better. Beans and I are getting along better now because I discovered you can put bacon in beans and it makes them taste delicious.
See, but they're still beans in the end.
Aren't we all? My favorite food at that time, hands down, no question in my mind, my favorite food was Chef Boyardee mini ravioli, not the full size.
Okay.
The mini ravioli, little guys. And the reason being is sometimes you would get 2 little mini ravioli that would stick together back to back, and it would be like a ravioli bomb going off in your mouth.
Wow.
I mean, it was fantastic. I was all upon the ravioli bombs. I would look through, and you couldn't put them together. You couldn't like arrange a ravioli bomb. You had to just find the ravioli bomb.
It just had to be that diamond in the rough.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So, those are all the questions.
Man, that's it?
Yeah. Well, Nathan, it's been fantastic to make a video person to person.
Absolutely.
We'll have to do this again sometime.
Yeah, in about 6 months.
5 months.
Whenever you come in again.
5 months.
Because I can't make it to Illinois.
It's hard for you.
I can't, but I can't. It's been, yeah. When was the last time I was up there?
A couple years ago for that Fitch thing.
Yeah, I came up one night for that Fitch thing.
Yeah. I tell you what. You should start doing some business in Illinois. Then you'd have reason to come
We do have
out.
some business, but I don't. We're kind of a small company. Don't really have the resources to make sales trips too much. I went to Canada, not this past fall, but the fall before that. Come on, lady.
Can't you see that we're filming a video?
Oh, jeez.
Gosh.
So I went to Canada, but that's the last sales trip I've made. I don't think we have a big presence in Illinois.
Well, I think it's about time to start. Yeah.
Well, we do ship some things to Ottawa, Illinois.
Nice. Not too far away from where I am. So. All right. Well, Nathan, it's been fun.
Yes, it has.
But now we have reached our destination.
We are here.
Yes. So, signing off. Cheers, Nathan.
Cheers, John.
We'll see you next time.
See ya.